Right, here we go. Start of the Red Route. Climb, climb, climb. Remember to take it easy. I'm not entirely sure you can hear me because I've got a waterproof case on, but I'm trying anyway. Why am I doing this? First little descent on the red trail just to get you warmed up and straight into another climb. So that's the first mile done. Already too hot, sweating and tired. I'm not an athlete, I'm not amazingly fit, probably about 1.5 stone overweight. I'm probably 1 stone heavier than I was the last time I did this. The only good thing today is it's not as hot. You can see what Dalby's like. Nothing really to catch you out. No big drops or jumps. Just long, lots of pedalling, lots of lovely single track. It is enjoyable. Just a bit harder when you're thinking you've got another, what, 21 miles to do or something. I'm going to stop when we get to Dixon's Hollow in the middle, have something to eat and then keep going. Single track, little berms. It's a little bit damp today but not slippy. A few slippy rocks, nothing to really worry about. Taking it fairly easy. I've got a lot of these rides to do. The last thing I want to do is knacker myself or fall off, which I am quite prone to. No knee pads on today or any sort of protection other than my helmet and gloves, because like I said, it's not like Hamsterley or Gisborough where you can get caught out with big drops and tree stumps and things. It's a fairly straightforward ride. Just a few little bits at the end where it gets a bit technical. But if you don't fancy it, you can always just get off and walk down, jump back on your bike and try it again next time. I say don't come here expecting big sends and tabletops and things like that. It is a cross-country track, lots of flow, completely rideable on a hardtail. I'm on too much bike really here, 170mm travel bike. A bit much for this. It's heavy and I'm putting a lot of power into the suspension rather than the pedals, but it's alright, it's comfy. I don't remember any of this bit at all. I feel like I've been climbing forever. How far have we done? Nearly 3 miles. We're getting there. This one nice and loose. Cool. slightly worried there. Somebody was catching me up and I thought, I'm doing too badly here. And you always get that little ego kicking in and you want to pull away. Heard them getting closer and thankfully for my ego it was an e-bike. No wrong with e-bikes, some people have injuries etc, it's absolutely fine, but they are quicker and you don't have to pace yourself, so my pride's still intact for now. It was the cheery thank you as they went past which really rubs it in when you're struggling to breathe. But there you go, gets people out. Just about to hit Dixon's Hollow where there's a bit of a pump track for the kids. There's a 4-cross track with varying degrees of difficulty from big massive tabletop things to little ones. Be rude not to have a little play whilst I'm here. I can't jump, I don't know why. I don't know whether I don't go fast enough, I've got absolutely no skill, or I'm just too fat. Probably all three, but I'll give it a go. I'm sure I'll get there. Okay, from what I can remember, you leave Dixon's Hollow, you cross this road, which is like the middle point of Dalby Forest really. You get a lot of families come up this way, there's lots of fields and a park and usually a little cafe out. And we follow these signs for Jerry Noddle Trail. This is the middle third. It's got some fun bits in it, it's got a few gnarly climbs and it spits you out at post 26-ish, which is kind of the start of the last bit, which is good fun. Good friend at work came off his bike here and insists he was bitten by a shark. By the look of his leg, I think it was his pedal. But just be careful if you do come to Dalby, because he insists there are some sharks kicking around. Oh, here it is. Nice little swervy bit. I think shark was about here. But he was alright. Got back on. Cycle back to the car. Take these bits easy. I think it continues actually. I think it gets a bit nice and windy. Follow these red ones. Here we go, look. It's more like bike parky single track as opposed to the forest stuff. Oh, there's a drop. Apparently. I can't see one. Oh, little jumps. There you go. Oh, that was a big jump. That was good. Braking bumps. A few little berms. Oh, I've got no gear. Freewheeled all that. Here we go. A couple of little more jumps. See if we can get this one. Nice. And there we go. We are on the second third. Does that make sense? I don't know. Middle third. This bit. Look at this shit. Looking gnarly. Yeah. Those are the bits that say you out. Oh, boy. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, go too fast down there. And forget you have to turn quite tight. Wrong gear. Here we go. This is kind of what I remember from this bit. It's a little bit more techie climbing, just because you can't You can't just roll it. Well, you can't just pedal it, should I say? Because your pedals lick the rocks. So you have to kind of pedal up to it and then just get your balance right. Whew. Right, that's that one done. Those are bits on bike that knacker me. I'm alright pedaling up hills. It's when you have to power over stuff like that, for some reason, wipes me out. Straight into, you guessed it, more climbing. Whew. Quite a techie. Switchbacks. This is a bit on everybody's Dalby YouTube, I think. Little rolly bit. And you're in. Over the bridge. Oop, no gear. And that's it, I think. Bit of fire road for a bit now. Post 20. Just remember that one if you come here. Jerry Noddle Trail from Tixon's Hollow, Post 20. That's probably the crappiest climb here, I think. Just techie roots, rocks to get over. And it goes on quite a long way. But I'm fairly sure, I hope so, that's the hardest bits of the climbing done now, I think. The first 6 or 7 mile, then that bit. There are more climbs at the end. But what I discovered the other day when I did that section, the end section, first, that they're not actually that tricky. They're only hard when you get to the end of this ride, because you're already knackered. So, if what I think is right, I've done the hard bit. I'm coming up to 9 mile. I know the last 7 or 8 mile are more downhill than the first 2/3, so I'm not doing bad. The trail. Lovely place to ride though, look at this. Weather's nice. I don't know how hot it is, but it's comfortable, I'm not boiling. Bike feels great. Got a bit grindy earlier on, but I don't know whether that's just the Dalby sand. It is quite abrasive on your bike. You won't want to ride here all the time because you'll be going through chains and cassettes like no one's business. So I've got a brand new chain on. I'll give it a good clean tonight with my Aldi chain cleaner, which seems to be pretty good. I'll show you that bit. We've got steps to go down. Dagger, dagger, dagger. And here we go. Riggs and Dales mountain bike trail. So this is the officially the start of the end. Done the first 2/3. Just coming up 14.5 miles, 1500 feet. And we're on the home stretch. Feeling good. This is quite good, I think, this bit. You bomb down here, there's a couple of little doubles. Let's give it some and see. Some pedals in. There we go. Yeah, I can see them now. Gosh. Couple of little burns. Loads of fun, what's not to like? Right, feeling alright. The thing I remember about this section is it is good fun through the woods, but because of that, every time you get to the end of one of the little good bits, It's a little shitty climb just to get back up again, which, that's mountain biking, isn't it? But just take it out here. Try and remember which bit's which, because you get some pace up in here and it makes it quite fun. There are some little, here's a little drop, throw it off here. Pedals level, another little drop, and another. That's it. Yeah. Some of them look a bit steep. Got a friend who's ridden this year and got to drop a post. Rachel didn't have one either, and just spoiling fun a little bit. So if you want to come and you haven't got to drop a post, I'd say it's worth spending 100 quid or whatever they are. Just gets your seat out of the way, move around your bike a bit better. Stop it eating the backside if you do come off something. Oh, this is what I mean. Bloody end. You feel knackered. You don't realise how much it takes out of you going downhill. Oh. Right then, Oblivion. Can't remember why they call it that. I think might be a few little rocky bits. Let's have a look. Sorry. Oh, pommel. That might be it. Woo! Big left hand turn. Don't know if this is just me, but I have a favourite way to turn. I prefer turning right than left. Maybe you can comment and let me know if that's the same for everyone. I feel much better turning on my right hand side. Maybe it's because that's my stronger side, I don't know. Oh, here we go, look. This looks alright. I know from watching things and then riding them, GoPros level everything out, nothing looks like it's steep, makes everything look flat. I can promise you, some of this is a bit steep, not terrible, but enough for you to stick your backside over the back of the bike and cover your brakes. Oh, just caught up with some friendly riders. This is a good bit, I think. I've done Oblivion, which shouldn't really be called that because there was no to it. I think this is the bit where you get to a bit of a jump. And it's rock garden right behind it, and you've either got to not jump it or clear it. I think this is it. Let's try and clear it then. Too bad. Oh, catching up. No, you keep going, mate. You sure?
Yeah.
No, you make me feel like I have to go fast.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. You'll be right up my backside now, are you? Looked a bit of a twat there. I caught a load of guys up on the downhill bits, so they let me throw on the uphill bit, and I flipping nearly came off the trail. It's like when you're playing golf and someone lets you play through and they automatically assume you're better than them. Guaranteed the next shot you hit right in front of them goes straight in the trees. Never mind. They didn't seem too bothered. No, I can't catch them now, they must be good climbers. Because I'm nowhere near. And they weren't on e-bikes. I think they were on hardtails though, so I'll use that. Because they are a little bit faster. Definitely isn't the fact that I'm not fit enough, obviously. Just over 16 mile done. About 5 mile left, I think, ish. Not doing bad. Absolutely no sign of cramp, which is what got me around this time last year. Sort of ruined the last bit of the ride, but it was about 30 degrees and I was chasing 3 e-bikes and a couple of guys that are a lot fitter than me, so not doing bad. I can't remember what post I just passed, because there is a bit post 31 it's worth looking out for, because it's got opening suspension. It's got what probably the only part, or one of the only couple of parts on this ride. Here it is, look, 3 big black arrows, plenty of warning, but you've got to just go with it. It's called Vera Lynn's, I think. A lot of people just get off. It is steep, but if you hold your line, so that didn't sound good, did it? See, it can't survive. That's the hard bit done. Like I say, a bit punishing. Don't know whether I bottomed my suspension up there or just dinged the wheel. Something happened. More rocks. This little techie bit, a little bit loose. It smooths out. So yeah, watch out for that. Post 31. You can do it. Your bike will roll it. You're not going to hit your chainring. You just stay in a straight line and let it go. Keep your weight back. And hopefully if your suspension's set up right, won't try and chuck you over the bars. Nice bit this. You can let it go, let it speed up, make it quite easy. And that's it. Yeah.